Welcome to episode 5 of Nisemonogatari. Last episode we had bath time, so I can't say for sure where we'll go this time. You never know when we'll just be diverted for a bath scene with Shinobu or something like that. But of course, Karin is affected by an oddity right now, and we have this man Kaiki behind it all, so we'll see where it goes. We're going to watch the episode and discuss it. Got the subtitles and timer on screen if you want to follow along that way, or if you want, you can pull up the full episode on the side. But let's go ahead and get into it. In 3, 2, 1, play. A drop of water to start with. Where is Karin? Okay, Hanekawa's with her. Short-haired, no glasses Hanekawa. Bizarre. What's that? And I like how he's in the towel, still drying off. Of course, she walked in on their bath, ready to kill. All right. Deflect your anger towards me. Alright, yeah, he's gonna be angry. But she's like, take it easy. Seems like they were trying to do good. And she's in a pretty sickly state. No need to waste your time being angry right now. Okay. But I mean, yeah, if they were out there trying to help, then no regrets for what happens. But maybe you regret not having regretted it. Whoa! You just choke a chicken? Don't do that. Don't do that at all. What? Okay. I'm not sure what her animal is. Is that it? What does that mean? What? Okay. That's bizarre. Yeah, I didn't either. Karin's got the black and yellow, so the bee theme, that's pretty heavy in there. And a lot of the girls, they have some kind of visual aspect to them that relates to their animal. I don't know what hers will be. We'll have to wait and just see what her arc is called. They both have eggs, and he was like strangling some kind of bird thing. So is she like a chicken or like a swan or a duck? Some kind of bird? Yeah, he does. He's got plenty of friends. Whoa, amaze. 3, 4, 5, 5! Holy shit, an entire hand's worth. Look at that. That's a respectable number. You don't need that many friends. A close-knit group of good friends. You don't need like 50 friends that you barely even really know. Oh, yes. Like, I don't need to hear that shit. Of course, that's how he was in Kizu. It's so weird. Okay, penis. There's now a penis. There you go, Hanekawa. There it is. Okay. It's so weird. It's so disconnected. It's hard for me to even think of her as Hanekawa anymore because the hair and the glasses are so defining for her. But there you go. There was that whole scene in Kizu with the would-be groping, and now you get to see his dick. So, congratulations. But while the OP is playing, a lot of close-ups on Karin's body, while the OP is playing, Let me say that if you enjoyed these videos, subscribe to the channel. Nisemonogatari comes out every Saturday with other videos every single day of the week. Also, check out the description down below for links to Twitter and Discord if you want to hang out there, and Patreon, where you can get these videos early. At the time that I'm recording this, Nisei hasn't started on YouTube yet. We're still doing Kizu, so it's pretty far ahead. Also, polls and vlogs and all that stuff too, and you support the channel. So thank you so much. So we have to figure out how to help Karin. You don't have Oshino around anymore to get advice from. And here's Kaiki. Whoa, this music, though. And this fucking design of this room. Okay. So this is not... yeah. Alright, good to know. Clever. This is how I imagine it to be. Dead tree. Okay. Sure. All that. Is Araragi also imagining this music was playing at the time? I love the design of this, and with all those lights over there. Alright. Him too, like the suit with the hair and just his honestly vampiric kind of look. Whoa. Yeah, she had help. I mean, if you want to look at it that way, they're children. You're an adult. Selling them things like this, knowing what they can do. What could it be? I'd like to know. I don't expect to find out this early. Of course. I would expect no less. Money. What else? What more do you need? Money. Araragi bucks. Alright. If you can charge, do it. Whatever it takes to make money, apparently. Yes, she is. You're a little freaky. It's understandable. Whoa. And kick. That's right. Will punching him make him stop what he's doing? It's not necessarily like Pokemon where you beat Team Rocket's Pokemon and then they just stop doing what they're doing when they don't have to. Like, I beat your Pokemon, now you have to stop your evil enterprise. It's like, no, actually, I don't. 3 mil. It's a long con. Only a human could care that much about money. Is there some deeper meaning? Or some deeper reason why he wants money? Well, good for you. Okay. Well, that's just not true. There are some things money can't solve. She did. He's very monetary focused. He thinks he's in the right here. Oh, I love the floor distorting around him. Most people do. Okay, he just straight up affected her with it right there. She was a bit too scared to actually act. Well, you didn't do that for money. You just did that to be a dick. If she punched me, I'm going to be in pain, and that's going to negatively affect me and my ability to make money and help the capitalist economy flourish, so I can't have her punch me. Wow. Pessimistic outlook. Don't trust anybody. That's how you gotta fix it. Money. Are they gonna try to earn money? Are they gonna try to find another way? This is trippy. I like it. Taking money right out of her wallet? Damn. Well, that's really nice of you, sir. What a kind Samaritan. What an upstanding citizen. Well, never mind. So casual. Yeah, of course. Well, he learned from this encounter. Well, damn. Nah, it's not your fault. Yeah. I can't go telling you about their business. And she can be friends with who she wants and help out. Complicated issue, honestly. What is it? Well, shit. He wasn't able to go through with it last time. Fantastic. Okay, it's gone. That would seem more out of nowhere if I hadn't watched Kizu. After you've seen Kizu, it's a nice callback. And it's actually like a kind of an intimacy thing between the two of them, harkening back to that. No, she means more than that. I have no idea. Who knows where he went or what he's doing? From what we've seen, then yeah, probably. The Cinder Swarm Bee. Well, that's good. Yeah, it was a nice conversation. Oh yeah, the one that was being prepared at the end of Bake? No? How many times do we have to tell you? Yeah, trying to, after you make up, like trying to go back to normal, act like it never happened, readjust. Okay, like I will go through with it. I won't just be polite and deny it. I will take it. So yeah, there you go. She's got his bike. Studying is important. Take care of this quick. So what's he gonna do? Take care of yourself as well. Study for those exams. I think this is more pressing though. She's gonna die. Ah, red this time. I could go for canned peaches. Okay, if you want to do that, get the sweat off. Just presenting her ass. A hot towel. All right, he's got to take off her clothes for her, wipe her down, and get her redressed. Whoa! Yeah, right? And yet not surprising in the slightest. Whoa! Is that like a sensitive spot? He's got to do everything. There go the pants. Yeah, it takes effort, takes time. So it's like in the meantime, I just can't just wait until I'm stronger. I've got to act now. The Fire Sisters. Money. She's pretty pissed off at that, I think. Yeah, for a quick buck. So it seems. But no, he was proud of it. He explained himself very thoroughly. That's one of the worst parts about it is targeting children. That's extra fucked up. If an adult gets scammed, it's kind of like, well, you were just kind of stupid, so whatever happens to you, I don't really care. But if it's a child, come on. Hmm. Children shouldn't be stupid either, but it's more forgivable. Right? No, not a manga, although I'm sure there's a manga of this. Love, of course, buying it at the store. Almost. That's more fair. It's important. Alright, good. Be willing to get back up again. Be a defender of justice. Be a shonen hero. Yeah, lose the battle, win the war. Keep that spirit alive. That's right. That's some Gintoki shit right there. Whoa, look at these tits. Not even close to Hanekawa. And if we're talking Kizu Hanekawa, oh boy. Look at these tits, brother. Okay. I don't think that's how it works. Wow. Of course, he'll be selfless about that kind of thing. Bring it to me. Holy shit, dude. Of course he would. There might be a way to do it. Yeah, I mean, of course it'd be troublesome. It'd be dangerous. But then what do you do after that? How do you get rid of it? Do you just gotta earn the money? So she doesn't know for sure about this, but it's something. What do we have to do? You gotta fucking have sex with her or something? You gotta kiss her? Like, is there gonna be some weird thing you gotta do with your sister? Is he wearing... okay, what? What? I just saw the yellow on him. I was like, wonder if he was gonna be in yellow like her. Okay, kissing. Yeah, I was right. Not as extreme as it could have been. So yeah, you just gotta make out with your sister. Alright. Let's talk about that episode. Alright, episode 5 lets us see more of Kaiki, which I'm very happy about. I am very interested in him and the role that he's gonna play in this whole series going forward. I love his design. I love the music that plays in this scene, the visuals, the way that room looked. Karen trembling and him just being in total control and being completely convinced by what he's saying. You know, she was like, I thought he'd be shy about it, but no, he just openly admits to what he's doing, saying that he's in it for the money, completely logically explaining himself, seeming that he completely finds himself to be in the right, the way he just slowly approaches her and she can't do anything. The colors of those candles on his desk and then the colors that happen when it gets all trippy, that was a great scene. So as of right now, it seems like he is all about money. I don't know what more we'll learn about him later on. There's usually more going on with Monogatari characters than it initially seems when we find out more about them, so we'll see if there's actually more to it than just money. if he needs money for a very particular reason, if maybe, like, does he even truly believe all of the things that he says here, or is he just convincing himself of all of this? And some of it isn't even a first-hand account, which I really like that they acknowledge that Araragi's like, this is just what I kind of interpreted to be like from what Tsukihi told me about what Karin, I guess, told her. So he's like, yeah, this is probably about how it happened. I don't think we're supposed to take that too seriously and think that there's any twist that's going to happen later that turns out that it didn't happen exactly that way in any kind of meaningful way. I think it's just a little bit of funny meta commentary, because there are a lot of shows or movies or whatever where you get a flashback from somebody's perspective, like it's somebody telling a story of what happened, but there will be scenes that they aren't present for, and it's like, how? Usually I give that kind of thing a pass, because it's like, whatever, who really cares? But it's funny to acknowledge it like that. But yeah, he is just very fiscally motivated, all about the Benjamins, stimulating the capitalist economy, and it's an interesting conversation. I like that he says it would have taken somebody abnormal to track me down. He knows she didn't do it by herself, so that's really Hanekawa's role there that helped her do it. But yeah, like, I'm just out to make money. These kids want this, and I give it to them. What's the problem? And yeah, you know, when you look at it from that perspective, he can really kind of shift things around to make it appear like he's in the right. They want this. I charge money for a product, for a service. So be it. The biggest issue is that it's just kids, and he even says kids are easy to fool. So clearly it's not all just on the up and up, oh yeah, this is perfectly fine, like, if you wanted to target adults purely, you could, but you're acknowledging, hey, kids are easier to fool. So he doesn't have a problem with that because it stimulates the economy. It puts money in his bank account. But that's one of the biggest issues here. Like I said in the reaction, if there's an adult and they get an email talking about a Nigerian prince who needs them to give them their bank account number or social security number or whatever, and they fall for it, I have literally zero sympathy for you. What the hell is wrong with you? And when it comes to kids, of course, depends on what age we're talking about, but if we're talking teenagers, you need to parent well. You need to make sure your kids are smart enough not to fall for that kind of thing. But it's much more forgivable when they're kids, if they get taken advantage of, especially by someone older. You're the adult here, and you are doing this to these children, knowing that they are easy to fool and they're gullible. And that's not that cool. But just saying, like, hey, you could have been paid for this. You could have waited till there was somebody who was willing to pay you for this. Then you could accomplish the same thing, but also make money doing it. I'm going to take your money out of your wallet after I affect you with the oddity. This whole scene was just really cool as kind of a real introduction to him. We saw him a little bit before, but now getting to see him more up close and see what he's really like, I liked it a lot. Money is important. I won't say that it's everything. Karin says it's just mostly what's important. And call back to the whole love for 298 yen or whatever it was from, might have been episode 1, it was 1 or 2 or something like that. There's nothing wrong with making money if you are going to do something. If you're going to provide some kind of product or service for somebody, then yeah, if you can get paid for it, there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta make money to live. Karin, of course, feels like she's just got this sense of justice that she's got to go help out with. It's a very shonen protagonist type mindset, the kind of thing I've been hearing a lot while watching Gintama right now. Like, it doesn't matter if you actually win or lose. You don't truly die until you've given up, until you've lost that samurai soul within yourself. As long as I do not give in, then I haven't truly lost, and Araragi trying to tell her this is kind of like childish. Of course, they were talking before about strength and justice, and she has that very shonen mindset, like, even if I know I'm not strong enough to do anything, am I supposed to just sit here and do nothing? Wait until I am strong enough? If there's injustice happening right there in front of my eyes, Deku running out to go save Bakugo and shit, stuff like that, I've got to act. And Araragi, of course, Hanekawa has been saying, people can sometimes be negative towards people who are a lot like themselves, and they're pretty similar, these siblings. She is very selfless in this way too. Araragi, is it weird for me to call him that when I'm talking about people who are all named Araragi? You know who I'm talking about if I say Araragi. Koyomi, the dude. So either way, he's going to be selfless in so many ways, as he has been before. Even here, wanting to take the illness from Karin, and her saying, no, I don't want you to get too close or anything, like, I don't want you to get sick too, even though there's no reason to think that might happen. She's worried about it. They're very selfless people, and they want to help others at the cost to themselves. And even Suki, he says, like, she doesn't regret this. She's probably the same way. They want to go out and help people, and what happens, and they're not gonna regret it, even if they're injured or whatever in the process. So you have that whole thing of him wiping her down, taking her clothes off, she's trying to talk about her tits, and then he has to kiss her. Cool to hear from Shinobu again. My mind went immediately to sex, so I guess that's where I'm at, but right after that, I was like, maybe it'll only be a kiss, and sure enough, so next time I fully expect 20 minutes of them yelling at each other about her not wanting him to kiss her, but him telling her that he has to do it, and then we'll have a weird kiss scene. I don't know. You never know what it's going to focus on. But I can't wait to see more of Kaiki. He's very invested in what he's doing. He's like, for you, this is justice, and it makes you feel good with everything that you're doing. I fill my bank account with bad deeds, and it's not really all that different. And I really like how he says, yeah, you're just going to punch me and kick me and think that's going to work. You should just pay me. Then that'll be much better. And it was like I was saying, it made me think of Pokemon, which has always been hilarious to me. Like, you beat Team Rocket, you beat their Pokemon team, and they're like, oh shit, I guess we're done. It's like, okay, well, I'm 10, so you could just, like, punch me in the face and throw me in a room somewhere, or you could just heal your Pokemon, or not even, because usually they've just got, like, evil schemes, like Giovanni sitting behind a desk being an evil overlord. You don't need your Pokemon for anything. Oh no, you lost a Pokemon battle. Why does this mean Team Rocket has to disband? Just don't do that. So, and also just a very shonen thing, you beat the justice into these villains. You just beat them up, and then they're just like, well, I guess I'm a good guy now. I guess my schemes are done, Violence is the answer. You just gotta serve justice and everything's gonna work out. But he's like, nah. He's not gonna just come punch me and then that's just gonna take care of the problem. A couple little nods to Kizu. Araragi talking about how he used to be before he had as many friends. Five entire friends. I love how Suki, he got so embarrassed for him, but you really don't need like a ton of friends. I think a very close-knit group of fewer friends is nice. People who you can truly count and rely on. But yeah, just knowing what he was like back then at the beginning of Kizu is nice. Hearing him mention that now. And also the boob fondling with Hanekawa would have come a little more out of nowhere. It would have made sense by the end with her saying, well, if you actually ever try to use the ticket, I'll despise you forever. But still, knowing about Kizu makes it a callback to that and makes it come a little less out of nowhere. And it kind of feels like a little more than just a random little goofy joke, because that was like an actual moment of intimacy between the two of them. And so this kind of takes us back to that. Like, yeah, there is actually a real connection between the two of them, even though that was this insane, crazy long fan service scene. It's still so weird seeing her, though. The hair and the glasses, and then if you also just compare her to the artwork in Kizu, where she just looks a little different in general, and then there's the boob size, which they were like the size of this house, I think, in Kizu. Poor Karin getting hers compared to Tsubasa's, but yeah, there's a disconnect, there really is, of me trying to understand that this is the same person, because she looks so different to me, but yeah. the hair and glasses were so defining that I have to get used to this new Hanekawa. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting things to think about presented in this episode, mostly around Kaiki and his view on money and everything, and how you shouldn't trust others. A lot of people don't present their full, honest selves. We've seen that a lot of the time. Like I said before, there's always more to Monogatari characters than meets the eye, and whether you want to take that to the extreme of never trust anyone or not, that's clearly his view on it, so I can't wait to learn more about him. It's interesting, just his perspective, where he's coming from here and how he can twist words around so well to kind of make himself seem like he's in the right and sort of sound convincing, not like he convinced Karin to like, oh, well, I guess it's fine then, I'll just go home. But the way he clearly affected her and got to her just with his words. There's many things that I definitely disagree with him on, like money is definitely not everything. There are issues that cannot be solved with money. He has his issues about targeting people who are very vulnerable, like children. She even brings up like there were kids who got arrested for shoplifting because they were trying to get the money to pay for him. Is that a good thing? Is that benefiting anybody? But yeah, we'll see where that all goes. With Hanekawa befriending the sisters, there's an actual interesting conflict there. Like, Araragi isn't angry at her for getting involved and helping to lead Karin to be in the state that she is now, because, you know, she didn't do that on purpose, didn't know that was going to happen. She befriended them. She can befriend who she wants. She wanted to help them. This happens to be where it led. But he does feel like, hey, if you're going to get involved with my sisters, maybe tell me. But she's also like, I can befriend whoever I want, and I don't want to upset them by telling you, and you'll get just as angry then. That's actually an interesting discussion as well, and then telling him that he needs to take care of himself in addition to others and his sister immediately before he decides, oh, I'm going to transfer the sickness to myself. Forget studying for entrance exams. So I don't know if he's going to do it, if they're going to go through with it, and then if they do, whether, regardless of which one has it in the end, how they're going to get rid of it. Are you going to have to just get the money to pay Kaiki? Are you going to find some other way around it? What's his role going to be? I assume we're going to get a Tsukihi arc at some point too. We're almost halfway through. I believe this is 11 episodes, so maybe it'll be like half Karin, half Tsukihi for whatever her animal, her oddity will be. I don't know, but yeah, like I said, Kaiki was the big standout for this one. So let me know your thoughts on this episode. I'm sure there is a lot to talk about, especially if you've seen further into the series and know more about Kaiki and some of these other characters, but just keeping it to what we've seen so far, there's still probably a lot to say, so we can talk about it more down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to see more, check out the description down below as well for Patreon and all that stuff. Really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.